everyone, welcome back to another virtual Young Makers Club. Thank you for sharing all of the rainbows you made last week. They were absolutely fantastic and it really cheered me up seeing them on Facebook. So this week we're going to make some little lantern jars like this. I'll just turn mine on, see if you can, oh there we go, so you can see mine there. And if you look closely you can see that I've done a little seahorse and some waves in mine. So just a reminder, what you're going to need for this one is a jar from your recycling, some scissors and a pencil, some paper or card, some kind of fairy lights or those little electric tea lights, or you can even use a torch that's on your phone, and I'll show you how to do that a little bit later. And then if you want to decorate it further, you can use some other decorative items. So I used a bit of ribbon and I've got some little crystal stickers on mine as well. So once you've got your jar, the first thing you want to do is get your piece of card or paper, and you're going to want to work out how much card you need to go around the whole of the inside of your jar, because what you're going to do is cut out a little scene on a strip of paper like this. So if you measure it around the outside of your jar, it will be a little bit bigger than you need. So the best way to do it is actually pop it inside of your jar like that, rolled up, and then you can sort of work out how much you actually need to go around the outside of your jar. So I think this one is a little bit big. Oh. So yeah, I worked out that that sort of size of strip of paper fits in mine. So then when you've got the right size strip of paper or card, what you want to do is draw your design onto it. So simple shapes work the best, and you don't need to draw lots of detail because you just need the outline of the image that you want. So I've got a little seahorse, so you can see I've just drawn the silhouette. So when you've done your design on your piece, on your strip of cards, you can cut it out like I've done with this one, and then you just need to fit it back into your jar. I need to roll it up actually. Okay, so you can see my one fits really, really well in my jar. Yeah, and then you can have a little play around with your strip of card, get it into a position that you like it, and make sure you can see all of your design. And then when you've done that, you can take your tea light or fairy lights. I've got these string lights here. And then you can pop them into your jar. If you've got a string of fairy lights like this, you want to sort of slowly and carefully add them in, sort of feed them in, because they can get stuck on your design and then they can move your strip of card about. So you want to really carefully feed them in to make sure they don't get caught on anything. And then once you've got it in your jar, so my card and my fairy lights are in, Then you can use this time to decorate it. So I'm going to pop my ribbon on. Tied my ribbon in a little bow, and then you can, if you've got any little stickers or anything to decorate for, you can stick them on. So I'm going to pop my little stickers on. And I'm hoping that because they're little crystal stickers, they'll add a little bit more shine onto my one. And then there you have it, got a jar lantern. So you can switch it on. So if you haven't got any fairy lights or a little electric tea light, what you can use instead is you can use a torch or a torch on a phone. So if you make sure the torch is on, and then you simply just pop your lantern on top of it. You can't see this very well at the moment because of the light, but when the lights are off, this shines really nice and brightly, and it works just as well as using fairy lights or a little tea light lantern. Now a little safety tip, because there is card and paper in there, I wouldn't recommend using any candles or the little real tea lights or anything like that, as it could catch on fire. So here's my little finished lantern with the fairy lights in. If you don't have fairy lights or a tea light, you can use the light from a torch or a phone. So I'm just going to show you how to do that as well. So there you go. You put the torch on your phone, just pop it over. You can see it works just as well as using the fairy lights. So everyone at Young Makers Club really enjoys printing, so I've been thinking of ways that you can recreate some printing skills at home. So next week we're actually going to make some foil printed bookmarks. So to do this, you're going to need some foil from the kitchen. The extra thick one works really well. Some strips of card, some markers. The Crayola markers are excellent for this if you've got some. And then if you want to add some finishing touches to your bookmark, you might also like to have a hole puncher, some yarn or ribbon, and a pair of scissors. So that's everything you're going to need for next week. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you then.